Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 266. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, we've got some cool stuff to talk about here today. We got a lot of news. We've got some, a little bit of controversial stuff to dig into as well. We've got rumors. We've got deals. We've got what's coming out this week. It's not the most exciting week this week, but there is some good stuff coming out this week. Look, guys, this is the new era of the Physical Media Report, okay? I have decided that this is the unedited, unfiltered podcast style era of the Physical Media Report, where I just get on here and I react to all these announcements. I try to give you all the announcements and the details, but also this is about me commentating on the news and announcements, me just giving my thoughts on everything and just the state of physical media from week to week based on the announcements that we are getting. And we got some good stuff. We got some good topics to discuss here today. Now, I will be linking anything that I talk about that's been announced and has a pre-order link. I will link that down below in the description. So if you're interested in any of these titles, use those links down below. I will also be linking a lot of the deals that I'm talking about, and I'll be linking all the stuff that's coming out this week as well. So use those links. I would appreciate it. They're Amazon affiliate links. And if you do that, you do help support the channel, and I would appreciate that. So yeah, guys, like the video, also subscribe to the channel, and then, comment down below of everything that we discuss. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in the comment section below. And let me make this a little bit bigger, myself a little bit smaller. And I will, we'll just do it. Well, that's not good. That's not how we want to do it. This is how. All right, so you guys can see that better, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and start with the rumors. And we'll start with, this is kind of announced, but as we know with Kino Lorber, it's like nothing's ever like really a sure thing when they do these kind of pre-announcement announcements. Sometimes this stuff gets canceled, it gets delayed for like 2 or 3 years, and then you forget that they even announced it to begin with. I just wish that Kino Lorber would start doing month-to-month announcements, just like everybody else. Just like I just don't understand why they're being so stubborn about it. I mean, who am I to tell Kino Lorber how to run their business? They do a good job. I'm sure they're profitable. They're still around, right? But it just makes things confusing. It leads to people potentially getting disappointed, getting mad at your company. And I just think it's unnecessary. Just do the month-to-month announcements and announce stuff that's 2 to 3 months down the road. And I think it would work out better for Kino Lorber. But again, who am I? Charles Bronson in The Mechanic is coming to 4K UHD soon from Kino Lorber. That's all I said. It's coming soon. So that could be 2 months from now. That could be 2 years from now. That could be 2 weeks from now. I've seen announcements come out, and then a couple of weeks later, it gets like the cover art. So I've seen that happen before. That could happen with Charles Bronson in The Mechanic. So I haven't seen this movie. I would definitely be open to getting this one on 4K and checking it out for the first time, though. So let me know what you think about The Mechanic as far as a rumor. Are you excited for that one? Coming to 4K. And next up, guys, this is one that gets my juices flowing. Meet the Parents coming to 4K. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me in 4K? From director Jay Roach. So this is, it's still a rumor, but I found this on the Blu-ray.com forums, and Universal Pictures has this, so I'm sure this will be coming out from Universal. And that linked me to Blu-ray.com, back to the listing of Meet the Parents on 4K, which is on Blu-ray.com as of right now, and it just says coming soon. So there's no release date or anything like that, but usually when that happens, that kind of indicates that a 4K announcement will be coming soon. So we should be seeing some kind of an announcement for Meet the Parents, because this year it's the 25th anniversary of Meet the Parents, so it makes sense to put this one out on 4K. But yeah, I love this movie. I've always loved this film. I think it represents like the best of the 2000s kind of comedy era, and it kind of kicked things off, to be honest, like because Ben Stiller would lead into Will Ferrell, and Will Ferrell would lead into Steve Carell. Carell led into Seth Rogen, and that whole era with Jonah Hill and everybody. And you had the Judd Apatow era, pretty much, even though Jay Roach directed this film. I do kind of feel like this movie and Zoolander and just kind of just kicked off everything as far as the greatness of the 2000s era for comedy, which I think is the last great time for comedy movies for sure. But yeah, I love Meet the Parents. This was also kind of significant because it was the first time that Robert De Niro really got to flex like his comedic ability. Like maybe he had done it a little bit in past movies, but like he really went all in this film, playing the future father-in-law of Ben Stiller, and just did such a great job in the film. It's still insanely hilarious today. It's endlessly quotable as well, and it's very relatable. Who doesn't? I mean, if you have in-laws, like it's very relatable film. I don't know like if it necessarily needs a 4K, but I'll get it. I'm all for comedies, coming to 4K. It's a film. It was probably shot on film, and it will probably look great in 4K. I mean, just think of the big gazebo scene on fire. Like that would look spectacular in 4K. So yeah, let me know what you think about Meet the Parents coming to 4K, guys. And we're gonna jump out and head to the bottom here and talk about some of these official announcements. So I posted about Sinners coming to 4K because initially when this went up, it was supposed to come out July the 8th. That release date has changed, but this is the 4K cover art that they're going with right here. And somebody pointed this out to me, but it appears on the back somewhere. It kind of points to this actually having the shifting aspect ratios to IMAX. So I think and I think that Ryan Coogler actually said that it's supposed to have this as well. So I don't think we're going to have a Dune Part 2 controversy here. I think this is going to be part IMAX or had that aspect ratio for your home viewing system. So, or your home viewing, whatever you view your movies on at home. It'll have that shifting aspect ratio for you. Not sure what I'm trying to say, guys, but Sinners was initially supposed to come out July the 8th. That release date had changed. We'll talk about that when we get into the other announcements later for Sinners. But that's the 4K cover art. Now let's go ahead and jump into The Last of Us, guys. The Last of Us season 2 is coming to 4K. It is coming to Blu-ray, and it's also getting a 4K Steelbook, all from Warner Brothers, and all coming out on September the 23rd. So that's quite a bit of time for this because it ended on May the 20. It ended on May the 20 something. So that's about 4 months in between the ending of the show and when the physical release is coming out. But I mean, this is a TV show, and like maybe they want to keep this on HBO, exclusive to HBO, to try to sell more subscriptions because it was, kind of a big show for them, or at least it was a big show. And then I know the viewership like drastically dropped as the show went. Personally, guys, I wasn't even like a huge fan of the first season. I watched the second season just to see what happened with the whole Joel thing because I knew about it. I never really played the games, but I knew about the big moment that was supposed to happen. So I watched it for that, and then after that happens, I watched a couple more episodes, and I was just like, I'm just kind of done. Like I just I don't like where this show is going. I don't really like the characters anymore. Like Pedro Pascal was like the only reason I was really like tuning in to begin with because he's just a good actor and he's good in that role. Everybody else I could care less about. I know there's a lot of controversy around this show. I'm not the first person to point that out by any means, but I'm just giving you all like my personal perspective. I had to bow out because it was just I was just like, I don't even know why I'm watching this. I don't care about anything that's happening. I don't care about anyone. And yeah, I know there's fans of it. And if you're a big fan of it, it's getting a physical release. That's always good though, guys. That a TV show getting a physical release, like you have to celebrate that no matter the show, because I can guarantee you this. Netflix isn't going to put out season 5 of Stranger Things on physical media. They haven't put out season 3 or 4 yet either. But they're not going to put out season 5 of Stranger Things 4 months after it concludes on Netflix. So you got to celebrate when these shows are getting physical releases. So even if it wasn't the most popular show, I know that there are fans, and I know that there are people that will absolutely pick up some of these editions on 4K Steelbook and Blu-ray when it comes out. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. And let's get into the next story. We've got Serenity, Joss Whedon's sci-fi adventure fantasy film from 2005. Universal Pictures Home Entertainment will be celebrating the 20th anniversary by releasing this 4K Blu-ray Steelbook edition, which is scheduled to arrive on the market on July the 22nd. So I know that this is a kind of a sequel to the TV show, right? Firefly, which I've never seen Firefly either. I need to check those out at some point. I need to check out Firefly, then check out this movie at some point because I don't even think I have this in the collection like at all. So like I don't know, maybe I'll get this steelbook, who knows? But let me know in the comment section below. Like, is this a movie? Like, do I have to see Firefly to watch this, or is this kind of like self-contained? Because I do think that's kind of risky to do like an entire like TV show. I know it was only one season, but a TV show and then put out a movie that's essentially the sequel to that TV show or kind of plays in the same universe. But yeah, let me know if I need to see the TV show. The TV show, I think if they put that out on 4K, I think that would sell. So hopefully they do that at some point. Maybe I'll watch it that way if they do a 4K version. But this is a really nice steelbook though, and this movie already has a 4K that they put out a number of years ago. I feel like it was one of the first 4Ks that came out. But it's a really nice steelbook. It's got really nice artwork on it. You got some nice interior artwork, and you do have the Blu-ray and the 4K in this set as well, which is always nice. And that comes out on July the 22nd. Next up, guys, oh my goodness, let's get into this big bad boy. This is the Wes Anderson Archive coming out from the Criterion Collection. So yeah, Criterion they kind of dropped this on us. This is kind of a bombshell announcement this past Wednesday, and this is supposed to be coming out on September the 30th. And you know what? Like we haven't even gotten the official September announcements yet. But yeah, September the 30th this is supposed to be coming out. And I wonder if this is why like they really dropped like nothing in August. Like it was a bunch of titles that the Pinkies Up Criterion fans got super nuts over because they love a bunch of movies that only two people have seen in their in the entire existence of humanity. It makes them very happy. So I wonder if they released that kind of, in my opinion, disappointing slate because they knew they had this like big, exciting bombshell announcement around the corner. And you know, you got an unexciting slate if a Wes Anderson box set is used to spice things up. Because look, guys, I'm not a massive Wes Anderson. Like, I'll admit this is a really cool box set, but I'm not a massive Wes Anderson fan anyway. But like I said, this is a pretty cool box set. I've seen like 4 or 5 of his movies. Like Tenenbaums, I like. I don't love it. I like it. Rushmore, I did not like at all. Then you got Asteroid City I watched recently. I was not a huge fan of that. Grand Budapest Hotel. That's a good movie. That is a good film. And I think I've seen another one of his movies. I just can't remember. But Asteroid City is the only one of his movies, or I think he has a new movie that's getting ready to come out, but that's not in it either. But Asteroid City is the only movie that's not in the set of the movies that he has that's already been released. But let me go over what's in this set, guys. We got 10 films in this set, including Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, The Darjeeling Limited, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, and The French Dispatch of the Liberty, Kansas Evening Sun. Is that the full title? I thought it was just The French Dispatch. But all of these movies, I believe, are coming to 4K for the very first time. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool that you're going to upgrade like an entire director's filmography pretty much at once in 4K. And I mean, Criterion already had 8 out of 10 of these movies already in their collection. But like the amount of work that they've been doing, probably like with Wes Anderson, like I'm sure he was involved in the restorations. Like that's pretty freaking incredible. And I think it's going to pay off for him because there's a lot of Wes Anderson fans, and like Wes Anderson, like perfectly fits in with the Criterion Collection crowd for sure. So everybody that loves Criterion and the Criterion Collection probably already own all the Wes Anderson movies on Blu-ray, and they're going to be very excited to upgrade the Wes Anderson movies to 4K. Because the one thing you can, like some of his movies, like it's like watching paint dry to me. But you cannot deny like how beautiful his films look just from a visual standpoint. And a lot of them are going to look fantastic on 4K. Like Grand Budapest Hotel will look incredible in 4K. So yeah, even though I'm not like the biggest Wes Anderson fan, I do think this is a really cool announcement for the Criterion Collection. Like this is the equivalent of like Scream Factory doing a John Carpenter collection. Like pretty, because like John Carpenter is like the Wes Anderson is like Wes Anderson to Criterion, John Carpenter is to Screen Factory like Wes Anderson is to Criterion. There we go. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, this is actually like really cool. I will not like crap on this at all. Even though I made a joke, I think I posted about it in my community tab about the pinkies up Criterion fans and being excited for it, but it's cool. It is a really cool box. It's a nice looking box set too. I've heard some people have like, some issues with the box set. It is kind of ugly on the outside. I don't know about displaying that on my shelf, but like the inside's very cool, and it is a very Wes Anderson feeling box set. Like I feel like they captured the look and the vibe of Wes Anderson like perfectly with this box set. I don't know. What do you guys think? The more Wes Anderson fans, like, what do you guys think of this box set? Because I think it's kind of perfect. I love the way they have all the discs just kind of laid out right there. This, just the symmetry of it. Again, it just perfectly matches Wes Anderson. So yeah, 10 films, 25 years, the Criterion Collection. Now let's get into the price real quick because I know there's going to be some controversy here on the price. So on the Criterion website, the full retail price is $500, but they have it marked down to $399.99. So guys, look, here's the thing. Here's my tip. There will be a Criterion flash sale, and this is available to pre-order on Amazon. It's also on the Criterion website. There will be a Criterion flash sale just 2 weeks after this, or maybe 3 weeks. But usually there's a Criterion flash sale in October or late October, mid-October, late October, somewhere around there. Just wait for that and get it off the Criterion website. Hell, I'm not even like the biggest Wes Anderson fan. I might get this during the Criterion flash sale because I got a $50 coupon that I'm waiting to use during that flash sale. I may get it for $200, but it'll be $250 in that 50% off flash sale because it'll be 50% off of the full retail price of $500. So it'll be $250 during that flash sale, and $250 for 10 movies on 4K for the very first time at $25 a piece. That's a great deal. Like that's honestly a great deal. It's not even a bad price at 400 for 10 movies on 4K. That's one 4K for $40. That's pretty in line. Now, usually you expect a little bit of a price decrease, but I think that Criterion is pricing it at 400 because they know the sale's right around the corner and they know that people are going to wait for the sale to get it. So they want to still be able to get $250 for this box set, which I think is a very fair price for this box set. Now, also, a couple weeks after the flash sale, there will be the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. So on the Barnes & Noble website, you'll be able to get the Wes Anderson box set. You'll also be able to probably get it on Amazon. They'll probably price match it on there. And you can probably go into your local Barnes & Noble store and see this on the shelf behind the counter to get this box set. So, and I have never seen like a limited, like a box set like this sell out. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about this being limited and selling out. Criterion usually doesn't have a problem with that. Some of their stuff will go out of stock from time to time. They'll go out of print, but I've never seen like the Godzilla set is still in stock. I mean, that big ass 40 film box set that nobody bought last year is still in stock, obviously. But I've never seen like, let me know in the comment section below if you've had, but I've never seen like one of their box sets. Like I still see the Fellini box set in stock. I still see the Agnes Varda box set still in stock at Barnes & Noble when I go in there. I've never seen one of their box sets go out of stock. I've never seen that. So I think that you can wait a couple of weeks and be able to still get this. I don't think it's going to sell out. I really don't. But if you feel the need, like you got to get a day one for 400, then you got to get it. I mean, maybe you're a massive Wes Anderson fan. And you don't want to take the chance, but I'm almost like 98% certain that this box set will be available during both of those sales, the flash sale and also the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. But what do you guys think of this Wes Anderson box set, this bombshell announcement by the Criterion Collection? Yes, I think it's a bombshell. I think this is pretty big news from Criterion. Let me know in the comments section below. And let's go to the next announcement. We're moving from one big expensive 4K box set to the next, and we're talking about this deluxe Karate Kid 6-film 4K UHD collection that is coming soon from Sony Pictures. And the pre-order is up right now currently on Amazon. I don't think there's an official announcement yet, so we don't have like the list of special features or anything like that, if they're going to include new special features here. But one really cool thing about this box set is the first 3 have been put out on 4K, but the next Karate Kid is in here, which is a movie I loved when I was a kid. I watched the next Karate Kid like all the time, probably more than the first Karate Kid when I was a kid, because that came out in 94. I was 10 years old, so it was kind of a new movie. And I think that was the first time I saw Hilary Swank in a film as well, my first Hilary Swank movie. So I've always loved the next Karate Kid. So I think it's super cool. Like I wish that they had put that on 4K in the original like Karate Kid box set that came out a few years ago. But this is coming, that's coming out on 4K. The Karate Kid from 2010, which is, you know, pretty divisive. I know some people that like it, but most people kind of think it's trash, the one with Will Smith's kid. But that's coming to 4K for the first time. And then you have the new Karate Kid movie that just came out in theaters this weekend, Karate Kid Legends. That's going to be on 4K in the set. And I think that also has listings up on Amazon. I'll list all this stuff down below or put all that stuff down in the description, guys. But you're going to have a 4K Steelbook, and a Blu-ray. And I imagine a DVD as well for Karate Kid Legends. And all those pre-orders are currently up on Amazon. But this is a cool looking box set. I'm not going to lie. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the artwork. I cannot tell if those are like pop outs of Johnny and Daniel's son right there doing the crane kick on the inside. It kind of looks like you open it up and they kind of pop out, which would honestly be a little cool. But it looks like you got a headband in here with a bonsai tree on it. You got the disc right there. And you also got some art cards included. But this is kind of in the style of the Columbia Classics box set is what it looks like. And those are just such great quality. Like I feel like I have to get this box set. But you know, you got the two separate compartments with the slipcover 4Ks on the inside. You're gonna have 6 4Ks in here, and you know, 2 of these movies or 3 of these movies, if you count the new one, coming to 4K for the first time. And this is also cool because they never released Karate Kid 2 and Karate Kid 3 standalone on 4K. And that initial box set that came out back in 2021 of the first 3 Karate Kid movies on 4K had you know, 2 and 3 in it on 4K for the first time, and those never got standalone editions, and that set sold out. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to get 2 and 3 on 4K, and I don't understand why they didn't re-release 2 and 3 on 4K. They re-released the first one on 4K, I think last year. They should have done 2 and 3 as well. Like I just don't get it. Like this is what Sony does though. I mean, they lock movies in box sets. They put stuff out just 4K Steelbook. They let it sell out. And I like Sony. I like a lot of stuff that they do. But like, unlike the Criterion box that we just talked about, like this is something you probably do need to jump on like sooner rather than later. Like maybe it'll be in stock for a little bit. And I do hope the price point goes down because it's up for, I think it's up to like 240 right now on Amazon to pre-order this, which is pretty damn pricey. So hopefully like it drops a little bit to like maybe 160, 170 by the time that this comes out. You know, but it's a cool box set for sure. And again, it's up for pre-order, but there's no official release date as of right now. But yeah, cool that we're getting, you know, 2 and 3 on 4K again. You're getting next Karate Kid, you're getting Karate Kid from 2010, and you're also getting the new Karate Kid movies for this complete Karate Kid set right here. So yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. And let's get into the Arrow Video August announcement. So I did an entire video on the Arrow Video August announcement, so I'm not going to dwell on this too long or rehash everything that I talked about this past Friday, but you do have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 03 coming to 4K on August the 26th. You got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning coming to 4K on August the 26th. You got Poseidon coming to 4K on August the 12th. You got Perpetrator coming to Blu-ray on August the 19th. And in the UK only, you got Thief on 4K coming out on August the 25th. You got Enemy Territory coming out on Blu-ray on August the 4th. And you have The Shootist coming out on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK. It's been put out on in the US before. So if you don't have The Shootist, I recommend that. That's a great Blu-ray release from Arrow Video. But if you're in the UK, you get The Shootist on Blu-ray, and that comes out August the 18th. So again, I did an entire video discussing the Arrow Video announcements. Also talked about the Scream Factory, Shout Factory rumors, which I won't get into on this video. I'll talk about it next week on the Physical Media Report when they do the official announcements. But yeah, that's the August slate for Arrow Video. Very good slate, though, I think, for Arrow Video as they continue to kill it in 2025. And next up, guys, let's talk about some Gator Baits. We have the Gator Bait collection coming out on 4K from TerrorVision. So this will release on 4K Blu-ray. Gator Bait collection 1973 through 1988. And this 4-disc combo is scheduled to arrive on the market on August the 26th. You got plenty of special features here. These are new 4K restorations from the original 35mm camera negative for the first one and the 16mm camera negative for the second one. You got audio commentaries here, and it looks like you got plenty of special features with all kinds of interviews here. I'm not completely familiar with the Gator Bait films. I thought about getting this. I do like, TerraVision box set. I think they do a good job. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Are the Gator Bait films worth adding to the collection? Definitely let me know that, because I am thinking about grabbing these, because it's not a bad price. It's like 55 bucks for two movies on 4K. Looks like they're going to have individual slip covers on the inside as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, TerraVision, they do a good job, with their releases. So yeah, I may go ahead and grab that one, but that one comes out on August the 26th. Next up, we have Dune getting another 4K box set from Imprint Films, and that's supposed to be coming out on July the 30th. And yeah, guys, we already got a 4K box set from Arrow Video. And I was reading here because we got all the special features and the details. So yeah, if you missed the Arrow Video box set and you're a fan of Dune from 1984, this may be the box set to get. But this is a 4-disc. Is that a 4-disc set? Yeah, a 4K UHD plus 3 Blu-rays. But you got art cards, you got booklets. It honestly looks like a little bit better of a box set than the Arrow Video version. But you got the theatrical cut restored in 4K with Dolby Vision, and you have the extended TV version on Blu-ray. So I'm pretty sure the Arrow version had that as well. But you also have Dive Beneath the Dunes and behind the scenes with an exclusive extended cut of the feature-length documentary, The Sleeper Must Awaken, alongside hours of special features. So I feel like that might be exclusive to this release, because wasn't there some kind of an issue with Arrow Video and getting that documentary back in the day? Like, I don't think that the Arrow Video version had the documentary. I don't know if this is the same documentary, but I think something happened where they had to take the documentary off. So I think Imprint actually has that documentary, The Sleeper Must Awaken Making Dune, which is an exclusive extended 93-minute cut of that documentary. So yeah, let me know if that's going to be exclusive to this set, or if you remember anything about that Arrow Video version and what they had to do with it. But there you have it, guys. Dune 1984 coming out from Imprint Films on July the 30th. Next up, we got Madagascar coming to 4K. This is coming out from Universal Pictures on July the 22nd. I don't have too much to say about Madagascar. I remember seeing that in the theaters, though. My wife wanted to see it. It was 2005, so like we were very young. And I haven't seen it since. Didn't have like Chris Rock in it or something. David Schwimmer was like the giraffe. I don't know. It feels like a fever dream of a movie, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I don't know if I need it to 4K. It's cool if they're upgrading these DreamWorks classics, I guess. Where's Shark Tale? Does that have a 4K? Yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. We've also got, I posted this on here because I thought this was cool. I remember watching this when I was a kid, and I was just like really into dinosaurs. And I just remember when this came out. I think it was it on the Discovery Channel? Maybe, but I vividly remember watching this show, Walking with Dinosaurs. And that is getting a Blu-ray edition for the 25th anniversary. I guess it came out in 2000. BBC will release on Blu-ray Walking with Dinosaurs. The release is scheduled to arrive on the market on July the 22nd. So yeah, let me know if you remember watching Walking with Dinosaurs. I mean, that was like in the Jurassic Park era. Dinosaurs were like big. And I do remember watching like all of this and loving it when I was like 14 or 15 when it came out. All right, next up, guys, we got more stuff on Sinners. So we got the official announcement for Sinners, and now it's coming out on July the 22nd. According to this is the cover art of the Steelbook, which looks pretty damn cool. And then this is the Blu-ray, which is a different cover than the 4K, which we showed off earlier. But Warner Brothers will be revealing or will be releasing this on July the 22nd. And you got all kinds of special features here. It looks like you got Dolby Vision, you got HDR, you got Dolby Atmos audio track. You got Dancing with the Devil, The Making of Sinners, journey with director Ryan Coogler as he makes his most personal and powerful film yet. You got the cast and crew, it looks like, with Michael B. Jordan. Then you got Thicker Than Blood, Becoming the Smokestack Twins. Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler take us through the development, creation, and portrayal of the Smokestack Twins. Blues in the Night, The Music of Sinners. So yeah, this looks like it has a really good amount of special features here. It's got deleted scenes. It's got, yeah, all the stuff, guys. This looks really cool. The Spirits in the Deep South. Professor Von Chier explores the backdrop of hoodoo and the Deep South and how it benefits or how its beliefs and traditions in spirituality, ancestors, and the hereafter and defense against evil inform the world and characters of sinners. That seems pretty damn cool. And yeah, some creature effects. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this, guys. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to get Sinners on physical, for sure. I really enjoyed that movie. I saw it in the theaters. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Again, 4K Blu-ray and 4K Steelbook of Sinners coming out later this year, July the 22nd. Then we got a Final Destination 6 film collection. This is up for pre-order on Amazon. We don't even have like official cover art image, but I just want to let you know that an entire collection set is coming. Oh, and somebody in my comment section on here said, "I'm a cream." That's all he wrote. He's just going to cream over a 6 film collection of Final Destination. So a 6 film collection, the Final Destination franchise is available to pre-order from Warner Bros. Release date unknown as of this time. So yeah, I think this is going for like $37, so that's not a bad price. It's not a bad price. I think you can get like the first 5 for like $15 or something like that. But then you got to add in the fact that the Bloodline is going to be in this as well, and the Blu-ray for that will probably be like $20. So it feels kind of in line to get all these movies together in one collection for $37.99. And next up, guys, we got I'm actually kind of thinking about getting one of these, but we got July limited editions that are available to pre-order from Viavision. These are coming out July the 30th. We got Hang 'em High, and we also got The Golden Voyage of Sinbad. But yeah, Hang 'em High I watched recently and really enjoyed that movie. It's kind of a, I don't want to say underrated Clint Eastwood movie, but I think it's one that people don't talk about a lot. And I enjoyed that one quite a bit. It's got a nice, like, kind of side loading. I'm assuming maybe lenticular cover, because Viavision does a lot of lenticular covers. And some cool artwork on this one. You got some art cards and just a nice collectible version of Hang 'em High. So yeah, that one needs like some kind of 4K though, for sure. Hopefully Kino or somebody puts that out on 4K in the near future. But yeah, those are the July limited editions from Viavision. We got a lot of stuff we're getting into, guys. We got Raw Meats. This is a movie with Donald Pleasance and Christopher Lee. This is coming out on 4K from Blue Underground, and it's coming out. This is a 1972 film, and this is expected to arrive on the market later this year. So no official release date for Raw Meat, but it is coming to 4K from Blue Underground. So get excited. Next up, we have, all right, I don't want to talk about this yet. We'll get into that in a second. Let me talk about this last announcement here of When Evil Lurks. This will be releasing on 4K UHD from Second Sight Officials, or Second Sight Films on July the 28th. Sorry, guys, I was calling out their Instagram account. From Second Sight Films on July the 28th. Special features include this movie on UHD, with HDR Dolby Vision, produced by Second Sight Films and approved by director, I'm not even going to pronounce his name. We also got a new audio commentary. We got new interviews with the director, with some of the cast in this as well, a couple of the actors. And then you got a video essay too. So you got 5 features. You got a 120-page booklet here. You got art cards, nice box set release. I do think that the artwork on here, I don't know. I like it, I guess. I mean, the little girl with the dog, this is a good movie, by the way. I did see it. I got the Blu-ray last year. The little girl with the dog is kind of an iconic sequence to the movie. So I get like putting that on the cover, but I just don't think it's the best artwork they could have done. And I'm not like a huge fan of that red aesthetic either, if I'm being completely honest. But if I'm being even more like honest here, I think Second Sight has gotten like extremely boring this year. They have not really been releasing a lot of stuff that I've been super like excited to pick up. I haven't gotten anything from Second Sight like all year, and I was pretty high on the stuff they were doing in 2023 and 2024. But like The Brood and Scanners and The Coffee Table, they're doing a lot of like newer films, which is fine. But it's just I just bought this on Blu-ray. It's getting a 4K that's like $16. It's like, do I need to get this on 4K for $45? I didn't like the movie that much. I thought it was good. I liked it, but I don't know. I didn't like it enough to get a big $45 box set edition, when if I want it on 4K, I can get it for $16 from Decal Releasing. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this and Second Sight in general. I mean, they're doing Talk to Me as well. It's just like a bunch of newer movies getting releases. Like there's still so many great things they could dive into from like the 2010s and the 2000s, which I thought they were doing a really good job at. This one just isn't. These announcements in 2025 for seconds, I just aren't getting my juices flowing. I'll be honest. All right, let's get into some physical media woes. Question mark on that one, because apparently, look, guys, there's been a lot of stuff going around about Kingdom of Heaven and Tombstone being out of stock, and people being mad about it. And I get it. I've been talking about this for forever. I've made multiple videos on Tombstone and Kingdom of Heaven going out of stock, and just how Disney sucks for letting that happen. It's like, it's ridiculous. Like, why even bother to do these restorations if you're not going to try to make as much money as you possibly can? People are even willing to buy your overpriced steel books for these, which I complain about. It's like, why don't you do a steel book and do a slipcover as well? But the steel books are selling out. It's still selling out. People want to pay $60 for these releases, and you're still not printing enough damn copies. Like, how ridiculous is that? It is so ridiculous. And yes, more's coming. More's coming. Okay. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Bill Hunt at the Digital Bit says more was being reprinted. Well, I guess they told him that, and it wasn't happening. And then people were probably coming at Bill over that, because it's like, hey, I thought you said that more of these were coming. So he had to make another announcement on X and basically said that he's heard back from Sony. So I guess he was trying to contact them again. And they've confirmed that more units of both Tombstone and Kingdom of Heaven, and this is as of May the 28th, guys. More units of both Tombstone and Kingdom of Heaven in 4K Ultra HD are being replicated. So both titles will come back in stock, hopefully sooner than later. I've also passed on your, as in Digital Bits readers, physical media fans, frustration about the situation, so they're aware. Well, I can tell you one thing, Bill. They don't give a shit. They do not give a shit about people's frustrations over physical media. They only care about Disney Plus. They only care about Disney Plus and their next live action bomb like Snow White. Yes, Lilo and Stitch made money. But that Disney doesn't care. They don't care about this stuff. It's like, oh, they're going to throw us a bone here and there. They're going to put out 5 or 6 of their back catalog, Hollywood Pictures, Touch on Pictures, Fox stuff, like 5 or 6 of those releases a year. They're going to make them steelbook only, very expensive. They're going to sell out quickly, then build up the demand. So when they put these back in stock, they'll be 60 again, or $55.99, whatever it is, 60 with tax. Make no mistake, they'll be that again, and they'll try to sell them out. This is what they're doing. They're building the demand, then they're putting it back in stock, and they're making it impossible for these to go on sale or have any kind of deal. Like, I know the game they're playing, and maybe that's smart. Maybe that's smart, but it's dirty as hell, and I don't like it. And I'm pretty close to just not supporting this shit at all. I really am. I bought Tombstone because it was a Western. I wanted to support it, and I like Tombstone. Kingdom of Heaven, I did not get. I didn't pre-order it. I had the opportunity to, I could have, but I didn't. Like, I'm there when this stuff's getting announced. Like, if I really want something, I can do it. But like Con Air supposedly coming, Armageddon, like if they do the steelbook only crap and it sells out quickly, I'm really thinking about not getting those and just not supporting like Disney at all anymore, because I just think this is complete crap and complete BS. And they do this stuff like all the time. They do it all the time. And it's like, even when even when you think they're trying to give us something good, they do like 18 things negative along with it that just piss you off and just make you not even want to bother with the crap. I'll just get it on Blu-ray, an old Blu-ray disc, and I'll be fine, I don't know, guys. That's a rant, I know, but I wanted to get into it. And again, like, don't bother Bill Hunt at the Digital Bits, because he went on in his comment section just talking about how people were coming at him because they're reviewing this stuff and they don't have it in stock, which I know how that is sometimes. Like, there's been times I've gotten stuff into review and it's sold out, and it's like, well, why the hell am I even doing this review if it's already sold out? Like, it's just, Tombstone's like an example. It just doesn't make any sense, but it's just a very frustrating situation. And like, if they put Kingdom of Heaven back in stock, I don't even know if I'm going to get it. I don't even know if I'm going to bother to get it, especially if it's $60. And I just don't want to support the crap anymore. I really don't. It's a bunch of shit, and Disney can just go suck on an egg. Okay. And that's what they can do. Let me know what you think about it, though, guys. I'd be curious to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope maybe maybe they're coming. Maybe they're restocking soon. I don't know. I can't make any promises at this point, but that's the word on the street. That's the latest news on that. Let's get into the new releases, what's coming out this week. Oh, we didn't talk about the deals, guys. You know what? There's not a ton of deals. Let's talk about Groove. I didn't really see a ton on Amazon. I'll link whatever I find down below in the description though, but Groove is having a graduation sale this weekend. So you got an American Pie set right there with the 4 American Pie movies for $12. That's not a bad deal at all. Licorice Pizza for $8.99. You got a Carry 2-pack for $9.99. Friday Night Lights. So yeah, a bunch of Blu-rays for cheap right there. Then you've got the Father's Day sale, which there's a pretty good Father's Day sale. It's pretty in line with their 3 for 33. You got 2 for 22. But you can get stuff like The Thing and Total Recall and Unforgiven and Nobody. Like, these are great titles. I've covered them many times. I've done videos many times. They're all pretty much the same stuff. But like, if you don't have this stuff, guys, this is a great way to build your collection. So yeah, I'll link both of these sales down below in the description. And let's go ahead and jump back into what is new this week and just go ahead and wrap this thing up. So we do have, oh, and I forgot to put over the details. Let's see, guys. I forgot to put the details and the prices and stuff in the post, so I'm about to look off my phone. But we have Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia coming out this week for $28.99 from Shout Factory, which is a Sam Peckinpah film. I did know this, but I misspoke in my what I'm excited for this month video that I did a couple of days ago, so I do apologize for that. But this is a Sam Peckinpah film, not Walter Hill. I mixed those two up. Both have a really raw, rugged style, gritty style to their direction. So I think they're kind of in line with each other. But yeah, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. We also got Me Shima, Paul Schrader films coming out on 4K. And that's coming out from the Criterion Collection for $34.99. We got Great Balls of Fire coming out from Sandpiper Pictures for $29.95. We got Brazil coming out on 4K from Criterion for $59.95. I still have no idea why that is so expensive. We got Monkey Shines coming to 4K from Screen Factory for $28.99. We got When Evil Lurks. Speaking of When Evil Lurks, coming to 4K from Shudder for $16.99. We got Leaving Las Vegas. We got a lot of Sandpiper Pictures stuff coming out, guys. Coming out from Sandpiper Pictures for $15.99. We got The Charge of the Light Brigade coming out. These are all the Sandpiper Pictures stuff coming out, guys. The Charge of the Light Brigade coming out for $29.99. Life Stinks coming out for $29.99. We got A Midsummer's Night Dream coming out for $29.95. We got Malice coming out for $29.95. We got Roller Boogie coming out for $29.95. We got Rush coming out for $14.49. And we got oh, that's it for that. Then we got Freaky Tales coming out. This is a Lionsgate limited exclusive release, VHS style release with the 4K and the Blu-ray in it for $29.99. And lastly, we have The Cruise coming out from Oscilloscope Pictures for $39.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition. That was hard for me to get through, guys. I'll be honest. We are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, drop this video a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. And follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.